The night the truth came out, the rain was falling like it wanted to wash the world clean, but some stains do not disappear so easily. She stood alone by the window, one hand pressed against her trembling stomach, the other gripping the curtain as if it could stop her life from slipping away. The child growing inside her was innocent, yet its existence carried a secret powerful enough to destroy an entire family. She had not planned this. She had not wanted this. And yet, here she was, pregnant by her own sister's husband, carrying a truth that burned heavier than shame and louder than guilt. If stories of kindness, broken lives, and second chances matter to you, please pause for a moment to like this video, share it with someone who believes in humanity, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps these real, emotional stories reach hearts that need them. Her name was Ariba, the younger sister who always lived in the shadow of someone brighter, stronger, and more loved. From childhood, she had learned how to be invisible, how to smile quietly while her elder sister Sana received the praise, the affection, and eventually, the perfect marriage. Sana married a man everyone admired, a man with a steady job, calm manners, and a reputation for responsibility. To the world, he was a devoted husband. To Ariba, at first, he was just family, someone she respected and trusted without question. Life changed slowly, the way cracks form in walls without anyone noticing. When their parents passed away within months of each other, grief pulled the sisters closer under the same roof. Sana was often busy, working extra hours, trying to hold the household together. Her husband became the one always present, offering help, asking gently if Ariba had eaten, reminding her to rest. In moments of shared sadness, comfort began to blur into dependence. Ariba, fragile and emotionally starved, leaned on the wrong person without realizing how dangerous that closeness was becoming. Guilt arrived before the mistake fully took shape, like a warning she chose to ignore. Loneliness can be louder than morality when a heart feels abandoned. Ariba hated herself even before it happened, and hated herself more after. It was not a single moment of weakness, but a series of unspoken boundaries crossed quietly, until the truth had a life of its own growing inside her. When she realized she was pregnant, fear swallowed her whole. Her sister's face haunted her dreams. Every heartbeat felt like a countdown to disaster. Days turned into weeks, and Ariba's body began to betray her secret. Morning sickness, exhaustion, a glow she could not hide. She avoided mirrors and family gatherings, shrinking under Sana's loving concern. The man responsible grew distant, terrified of exposure, offering no comfort, only silent panic. Ariba understood then how alone she truly was. She carried not just a child, but the full weight of consequences meant for adults who had failed. When Sana finally discovered the truth, it did not explode in shouting or chaos. It collapsed quietly, like a building giving up on itself. Her eyes, once warm, turned hollow. The betrayal cut deeper because it came from the two people she trusted most. Ariba expected anger, even violence, but what she received was worse, silence filled with heartbreak. Sana moved out within days, leaving behind a house heavy with memories and unanswered questions. Society was unforgiving. Whispers followed Ariba everywhere. She became a lesson people pointed at, a warning disguised as gossip. No one asked about her pain, her regret, or her fear. They saw only sin, not the broken girl who had lost her family, her dignity, and her place in the world. Even relatives turned away. Pregnancy, once a symbol of hope, became a visible mark of disgrace. Months passed, and hardship reshaped Ariba. She worked small jobs, survived on little, and learned to endure judgment without defending herself. Each night, she spoke silently to the child inside her, promising to be better, to protect this innocent life from the mistakes that created it. Motherhood gave her strength she never knew she had. Where shame once lived, responsibility began to grow. Time has a strange way of softening even the sharpest pain. Sana, living alone and rebuilding her life, carried her own scars. Anger slowly gave way to reflection. She saw how her husband had abused trust and power, how her sister had been vulnerable, not evil. Forgiveness did not come easily, but empathy knocked gently at her heart. One day, without announcement, Sana visited Ariba. There were no dramatic embraces, only tears, shared grief, and the beginning of understanding. The child was born on a quiet morning, a fragile life wrapped in innocence. In that moment, something shifted forever. The baby did not carry sin, only possibility. Sana, standing at a distance, felt her heart soften as she looked at the tiny face. She realized that holding on to hatred would only create more victims. Slowly, painfully, she chose healing over bitterness. Before this story ends, take a moment to comment below and share what you feel. Your words matter, and someone reading them may find comfort in knowing they are not alone. Years later, Ariba's life was still not perfect, but it was honest. She raised her child with humility and purpose, teaching values born from hard lessons. Sana remained in their lives, not as before, but as someone who had learned the true cost of forgiveness. The family never returned to what it was, but it became something new, shaped by truth, accountability, and grace. If this story touched your heart, if it made you reflect on forgiveness, mistakes, and second chances, please like this video, share it with others, and stay connected with the channel. Sometimes, the most broken stories carry the strongest lessons, and the deepest pain can still give birth to hope.